Ranchers, back with another video. Today we're doing something a little different. We're doing a wine glass fire pit. It's should be about, I think about this tall right here. And I didn't design this one myself. I got this one off of Etsy, but I thought it looked cool, and I also thought it'd make me some money. So yeah, we'll get into it. I'm gonna take you through the cutting process, the cleaning, welding, and painting. So yeah. Let's get into it.
Alright guys, just wanted to give you a little view of my CAD work before I take it out to the CNC shop. This is one of my first drawings, and this is actually before I fixed it, but still give you the same idea. What I do here is I make a 4x4 sheet on the CAD program, then I'll lay it out, and then I know I can take about 38 inches off that sheet, so I'll draw like a little scribe line and see how much of those parts I can make on one sheet. You can see the other one, those two legs at the end get cut off. So I'll go back in and I'll edit it so I can use more parts in that same sheet. And when I go to manufacturing, delete that sketch first, but I'll go to manufacturing, and then I'll make I'll show you guys a simulation first. Show you guys how I can test to see if it got every part cut. If it's going to cut every part before I go out there as well. So I can see it read it all. I'll let it run through a little bit more. And what I have to do is go for a setup, then go through cutting, and then I finish the post-processing, which is what turns it into a .cnc file.
Alright guys, I did already load the sheet up. I want to do that off camera, but we're using 14 gauge to build this. All you need for this, when I put it on the table, I want to make sure I use all the sheet I can. Just take our micrometer, more like a great tool to have this line of work. Put the micrometer, line it so it's straight on all the sides, and I can take my little control panel and I can frame it out, just make sure it all fits on there. And this cut will be for all the legs, I guess you call them legs, just the size of the wine glass. You see it's got to frame it out. I did a little pre-check stuff. I want to make sure it looks good before I hit it. It gets pretty darn close to the limiter over there, but it does make it. And we'll let it finish up here. It's definitely the biggest it can get. But it fits, and after this cut, we gotta make 14 of these. This will make 5. And then I'm gonna cut to a shot for me taking my last piece of 14 gauge, slicing it, and then I'll get another 5 on another sheet, another 5 on another sheet. I'll make 10, and I'll get 4 more out of the other one. I'll be able to cut the rest of the parts out of that last piece. And yeah. Alright guys, so since the last shot, I'd say it's been about 6 hours, and yep, still on the same cut, and I'll tell you why. Our main breaker for the barn decided to blow up, so we had to wait for electricity to come out, fix that, because not only was it stopping me from cutting, it affects the water supply to our house and our whole main fence power, so that's fun. But it's working now, and of course with power cutting off right in the middle of my first cut, it messed up the first part, even though it said it didn't. It clearly did, which with messing up that part, it messed up pretty much the whole sheet layout. But I tried to improvise, got as much of the sheet out, you know. This one right here is the one that's messed up and fucked up, but we'll make it work. It's not going to kill us too bad. I mean, it's only 14 gauge. But it's late. I don't feel like working anymore. I'm too tired. And I don't feel like messing anything up and being too tired. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Alright guys, it's the next day. I got to break this sheet in half. As you can see, I already got my jig set up, and I'll just do a little recording, each slice in half. I'm going to keep you guys on this side don't know if the plasma arc will affect the lens, and also I'll keep you guys on this side just in case it ruins the camera. So it won't ruin the camera. Yeah. Now I got everything cleaned up. All the legs are over there. All these pieces here. I think the first thing I gotta do, I gotta look at the instructions. The first thing I gotta do is I gotta weld these two things together, in one big circle. And then after that, I'll be starting to put the legs together. I think it's very important I gotta line those up first, very specifically, then I can put all the rest of them on. And it should be easy. So I'll get the welder set up and I'll try to do a little time lapse.
Alright guys, I'm just going to give you a little voiceover, a little rundown of what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to get 4 legs lined up. I think that's what I did. I'll line the first 4 legs up, and I got to put this little plate down, which will help me get the other legs lined up and locked in. After this plate goes in, I'll be doing a top ring. This ring will hold all the tips of the legs together and making it one solid surface. After I get all the tips together, I'm going to cut to the next shot, and I'll be putting the little, I guess, the side dishes in. So we'll be making a wall on the fire bowl, and I guess after that, I'll be just, everything right now is obviously tacked. I'll be going back afterwards and finishing the welds off. And yeah, after that, we'll put primer on, spray paint. That'll be it.
got her ready. Now I got some high heat paint from Lowe's. Got the primer, and then I'll go with a flat black on this one. You know, doesn't need to be special, it's gonna get burnt to shit. But do some painting, get it painted up, and yeah, that should be it. Alright guys, she's all finished up. Got the painting, ready for the market. You know, it's a pretty fun project to build. Hopefully if it sells, I'll build a few more. I got some experience with it now. I haven't done this since 14 gauge like this too much, you know, welding it. So it was good, a little bit of learning. And it definitely took a little longer than I thought. But I think now that I know what I'm doing, it'll take about half the time. It's just a problem getting these lined up. But yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, see you in the next video.